So hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. On this video I'm down in Lewmar Marina in Spain, just next to Gibraltar. You've got Sea Star just behind me, just there, and we're here for a couple of days. Just gonna have a wander over to Gibraltar with the family. It's nice to get the boat here now. This is the start of our adventure and why we bought the boat in the first place, to get it down to Gibraltar and into the Med. And tomorrow morning we're going to set off about 7:30 a.m, cruise up the coast to Estapona, where we'll stay for a couple of nights before moving on to Puerto Banús. We're here for 10 days. We're going to make our way up towards Almerimar, and then in late July, August, we're going to head north up the coast towards Ibiza and places like that. So yeah, stick around, stay tuned. Now the water in this marina, really nice. Might look green on camera, but it's nice and blue. Quite interesting actually. Around the marinas you've got like an RV park all the way around, and then there's the boat with a bit of washing we've done today, all ready to set off tomorrow morning. I did order a gangway, which is a walkway, because every other marina that we're staying in now is going to be med mooring, so stern too, so we need something to just go over to the dock. I need to scrub that little mark, which is off one of these buffers when you come into marinas off the boat. But other than that, she's looking great, all ready to set sail tomorrow morning. Yeah, looking forward to it. So we'll pick it up in the morning when we leave, and we'll take you down to Estapona. Now, with very little wind over the next few days, I think we'll be motor sailing with just the Genoa out and on the engine. The Mediterranean is renowned for having zero wind at times, so it's good to have a good engine on a boat as well. Now we've got the family on this week. We've got my wife and my two daughters on to give me a hand. They're learning the ropes as we go along on this journey. It's good for them as well to gain some skills on this trip. Now we're really looking forward to exploring more up the coast of Spain, documenting our travels and sharing it with you. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. It all helps, and thank you very much. Now, as we come out of Lewmar Marina, we've got the Gibraltar Bay just here, with many cargo ships at anchor waiting to come in. The Rock of Gibraltar just in front of us here. We need to go around the outside of the rock and then keep left, and I'll be keeping a close hug on the coastline just here, because obviously this is just through the Straits of Gibraltar, between Gibraltar and Africa, and in the past few years there has been sightings of Orca, and we don't want to get attacked again and get our rudder damaged by the orcas. So I'm going to keep close to the shore. It's not ideal. I could get the sails up and do a bit of tacking out, but it does go quite deep. So for now it's just on engine as we head up the coast towards Estapona. Now, as we arrive in Estapona, I call the marina. There's no answer on the marina, which is pretty much typical of Mediterranean marinas. Some of them don't answer you, but most of them have a waiting dock near the fuel dock that you can pull up next to. So on this occasion, coming into Estapona, I pull up to the fuel dock, and from there I go to check in. Just on the left, the big tower is where the marina office is. And then once we've checked in, they will assign us a berth, and the marinero will be waiting at the berth for us. Now, the Mediterranean is med mooring, which is stern to, so it's reversing in and then picking up a line which is called a slab line, which you then take to the front of the boat to tie on and keep the bow of the boat straight in the actual slip that you're going into. Very rare do you see finger berths, which is common to the UK. So yeah, I'm practicing my med mooring on this trip and getting better each time I do it. As you can see here, the guy on the fuel dock helps us to tie up, and from here I just walk to the tower, check in,
before we then head off to our assigned berth. The waiting dock is actually just around the corner of this on the left hand side, but on this occasion the Marinero just pulls us forward just in case there's a boat that wants to come and fuel up. And then we're off the fuel dock and on the way to our berth. Now, as I mentioned, we'll be reversing into the berth. We'll just wait for the jet skis to get out of the way. Seems that every marina in the south of Spain has rental jet skis. And what will happen when we go into the slip just here, if it's a good Marinero, once I toss him a line, the windward line first, if there's a lot of wind, he will then just tie it off on the dock, which will enable me then to just put the engine in forwards, and then at least I have a connection to the dock to try and hold the bow straight if there was any wind. From there, he'll tie on my second stern line, and once the second stern line's on, I can just keep the engine in forward and it'll keep the boat straight.
Okay.
The Marinero then passes me the slime line, and I'll walk forward with the sinking slime line to the front to connect onto the bow, and then I'll just reverse up on the slime line from the bow to tighten the rear lines up, and that's it, all done. Now, I have been into a few slips where I have to ask the Marinero to tie the rope rather than just put it through a ring and throw it back to me. Speed is of the essence, I think, when stern to mooring, so I always ask them just to tie it on first, and then afterwards, once we've got the slime line on the front of the boat and everything's settled, we can then put the rear lines over the cleat or the ring and just pass them through and back to the boat.
So, good morning, welcome to Estapona. We're just about to leave Estapona and head to Porto Banús for one night, and then after that we're heading over towards Fuengirola, if I can pronounce it correctly. The boat all ready, unzip the main bag, we'll try and get the mainsail up today. There's a good wind, just hope it's in the right direction, otherwise we'll have to tack our way down, but yeah, it's only a 2-hour journey, so not too bad and pretty easy. Now, if there's one thing I'd say about Estapona, it is beautiful, plenty of restaurants, beautiful old town, so well worth a visit, but the pontoons are concrete and they're very, very high, so when you're backing sailboats in, there's kind of a lip, so you've got to have plenty of fenders on the back to make sure that if something does go wrong you don't hit it. Just be careful of that, it is concrete, not wood, so you can damage your boat pretty easily. This is where the marina office is, just here underneath the tower, and this is where I'm just going to hand the key cards back. Key cards are €5 each deposit, so we should get €10 back, and then we're going to get underway. Okay, so I've returned the key cards, got my money back, and one thing I would say is the office does have a gangway, or gangways, metal ones, if you haven't got one on your boat, just to try and reach that extra little bit of height of the sides just there. And the gangway, if you haven't got one, I would recommend having one, especially for berths like this. Yeah, €150 deposit and then €20 per week to rent. So yeah, just a bit of information. if you're in a sailboat and you haven't got a gangway. Most of the mooring is med mooring, so reverse in around this region. If you're used to the Brits and other areas where you go in forwards along a finger pontoon, a lot of the marinas don't have finger pontoons in the med, so it's worth noting. So we're just over there on the first pontoon as you come in, and yeah, we'll be saying goodbye to Estapona. Nice couple of days, but yeah, my daughter wants to go to Porto Banús, see the nice shops, so it's going to cost me a little bit in those shops I think today. But we're on holiday. Yacht brokerages, things like that here. You've got a dive centre here. Electric hookup is just the normal socket, the water. There's various different connection types of water around the med, so try and collect a few different accessories while you're at it. I'll just show you here. Just there, that's where you get your water from. Temperature's going to get up to about 30 degrees today, it being the end of May. The town was quite busy last night, but the harbour area is generally quiet this time of year. Plenty of berths available. This here is the waiting pontoon at the end, where you pull into, stop there first, check in, and then they'll assign you a berth, which is the one we've got here. Slime lines, or the lines for the front of the boat, they only provide one. I've picked up a second one from the space next to me because there's no boat there. But yeah, we'll get her out of here, get her out of the slip, and head off on our journey today.